What do we get, boy? Got our Broadfork. Just got home, spuds railed up. We're gonna unbox and assemble it. Let's go. Alright, y'all. If I haven't made it clear yet, we're gonna be doing a little video on the new Broadfork. Gotta assemble it first. We got ourselves a 11mm set. So it doesn't look too hard. They didn't give any instructions, but we're gonna try to just figure it out. There's not much to it. Probably can't see much with Spud standing there. Come on. All right, while I'm putting this together, I'm just gonna do a little intro for the video too. This is the first time I've used a Broadfork. Again, like I was saying on the last video, we've been getting into gardening pretty hard. I've been loving it. The way it was described recently in something I was reading or listening to, I don't really remember, is that it's kind of just like a big long adventure. And for someone who has a van and wants to do all that traveling stuff, it kind of makes sounding like staying in one spot and doing something like gardening can be just as adventureful, if that's even a word. I don't even remember where I started, but the Broadfork comes into play because in the Market Gardener book it talks a little bit about that and what it's used for, and we're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna finish putting this together. I think there's some rain on the way. I'd like to kind of try to use it and maybe plant some beets or something. Also, I guess it's not something that you necessarily use on all of your beds, just on the deep root plants. But yeah, it looks like there's just maybe 2 bolts on each side. You got your lock-in washer. Looks decent. This thing, I mean, it's expensive, but I mean, it's built. If you're the one who can take care of your tools, especially when they cost this much, hopefully this will last quite some time. As I'm banging on the bolts, Spuddy's getting anxious. He's been finding toads up behind the thing. I don't know if he got a sniff of one and he wants to go get it, but let's see. Spud free? Good boy. And he's going over to that area. Also too, I think I should probably mention that in the last video, the garden update video, I didn't really talk about our raised beds that you'll be seeing later. So I don't know if maybe we'll get to that in this video. I mean, I'm not the one to explain stuff. Like I'm saying, we're newbies, we're plebs. Morgan will get a kick out of that one. She didn't know what that word was. But I'm getting sidetracked. I may get to talking about that later. Depends on what the rain's doing and how rushed I am. It's pretty simple. Hopefully we did it right. I mean, we got the beds elevated to where it rained a decent amount yesterday, and I went out there after it rained and see if there was any standing water anywhere, and it was pretty good. It used to flood big time back over there, so now with the mulch and just the elevated beds, keep it from flooding and drowning out our crops. Hopefully we have them orientated the right way too, to where we're working with how the water wants to drain out and not pooling up in areas. Boom. We got the handles on. I mean, that's a garden tool if I've ever seen one. But yeah, alright. Let's use this bad boy. Alright, yeah, all the wind's picking up. The rain's coming. So we gotta kind of be quick. Okay, we got both tarps undone. Hopefully you can kind of see what's going on. So let's see what this thing's about. Stick it in. Stomp her down. A little bit of that. This might not be the correct way to do this, but sometimes you learn more than what you would if you come into something a little bit more prepared than just seeing what happens and learning the hard way, they say. But sometimes I'm alright with that. So that's nice and loose. Still pretty level. Nice. Alright, beets. Talking to myself like a crazy person. Need to widen the beds. Not quite 30 maybe. Ain't got no fancy seeder. We're all by hand right now. What are we gonna do with all of these beets? Yep, being able to hop over like that. It's another benefit to having these 30-inch beds. That'll do it. Oh, might have a beet grow right there. Got all the seeds planted. I know it's gonna rain, but I think I'm gonna hose it just a little bit just to make sure nothing's gonna wash away. It shouldn't. I'm gonna leave the tarps off for now, I think. Not sure it's the best call when it comes to that, but I'm gonna pull the hose over here. Said spray me with that water. That's it. Good boy. Make sure we ain't gonna hold any water. Yeah, that'll be fine. Boy, read out. Let's go. To either pull this paper fabric over or to leave it off. I don't know. I might do a quick Google. Alright, well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with these covers. I guess I want to mention my most concern on leaving them uncovered is these damn birds and mice. I don't want to come and eat them, disturb them from their process of germinating. So I might just wing it and do my own little experiment and maybe just lay down the fabric mulch. So obviously keep an eye on it, but maybe just set a calendar reminder and here in a few days just come and remove them and see how they're doing and see if they've been picked through. Covering vegetable crops with a protective net is an effective and environmentally sound strategy. So maybe some net. But I do know that I need to wrap this video up if I would like to try to complete one in one day with a set target idea. This is kind of like a Broadfork first impressions, and I'm excited to use it more. We only used it on one bed. Need to still plan out the rest of the beds, figure out where stuff's going and what plants would like a Broadforking before being planted. So I'm gonna finish up here. I think I've gone through everything. Got it assembled, it's built, good quality. Keep it nice, it's gonna last forever. Super easy to assemble, so easy they don't even need to send you instructions. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll leave links down below on where I've gotten everything and maybe some sources that I've been using. Yep, that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Make sure to go to the page and subscribe and turn on that bell to get the notifications on when we upload new videos. Alright, well, I guess you gotta end it somewhere, so see you on the next one. Goodbye.